See? Was that so hard? This one apologizes for causing you such discomfort, but Roz appreciates all that you have told him. This one must respectfully request that you move along. Roz has dangerous business in these ruins, and you would just get in Roz's way. Unless you would be willing to help stop a dangerous war criminal, yes?
What kind of dangerous criminal?
Only the notorious butcher of Bravil, Captain Jenna Apinia. My talkative prisoner finally revealed the captain's location, and she's close. Very close. Soon, with your assistance, Raz will make her pay for her crimes of war and terror.
What did Captain Apinia do exactly?
The coward and her loyal soldiers fled Imperial City when the chains fell. In Bravil, they stole valuable items to finance their retirement. When the mayor complained, she ordered her soldiers to start killing. Now, Roz must make an example of her.
I'll help you deal with this war criminal and recover the items.
This one recognized you as a warrior of distinction. We should split up, yes. Explore separately and locate the captain and the stolen items. If you find the captain before I do, please give her Roz's utmost regards. Preferably right in the heart.
Who are you again?
Questions? At a time like this? As you wish. This one is Razumdar, just a simple Khajiit who seeks the best for all people of Tamriel. And a soap that won't dry the fur. One day.
Then why are you chasing a war criminal?
Some answers are too dangerous to hear, yes? But this one is also an Eye of the Queen. That means... No, never mind what that means. Just understand. Captain Apinia decided it was all right to kill innocent people. For that, Roz will make her pay. future of Bravio! This one claims your head!
Queen Iran's mangy cat? Again? I should have chopped off your tailbone.
That was a better death than that one deserved. We did well, my friend. Meet Ross back at the entrance after you recover the stolen items. Ah, nothing sharpens the claws like dispatching criminals and murderers. And we all survived, which makes the victory that much sweeter.
We killed the war criminal and recovered the stolen items.
Apinia is dead, so she won't slaughter any more citizens. That will please Queen Irene, which pleases Roz. And we recovered Braville's trinkets. A good day's work, yes? This one might stick around. Look into trading company. Stay fragrant, my friend.
Goodbye.
We'll find gainful employment, Kirith. We just need to keep looking. Please. My sister and I find ourselves stranded in this city of pirates with no hope of rescue or respite. It's like we're being punished for something we didn't know we did.
It can't be this bad. Tell me what happened.
An unpleasant ship captain dropped us off without so much as a by your leave. He was supposed to take us to Hammerfell to explore a dwarven ruin. We're scholars of some renown, you know. Although my sister prefers the term dungeon delvers.
Why didn't he honor your agreement?
I'm not sure. The language of the sea confuses me. We just need to charter a ship to Sentinel. But that disagreeable captain took the last of our gold. We want to work, but no one will hire us. Perhaps you could serve as our agent in this matter.
I'll see if I can find you some honest work.
Ah, finally a turn of good fortune. I imagine you'll have no problem convincing these ignorant clods to hire us forthwith. Honestly, I'm overqualified for most of the work available here, but I'll do whatever is necessary to get us to Sentinel.
If you were bound for Hammerfell, how did you end up in Anvil?
Hammerfell? Anvil? Why does everything in this part of the world sound like it belongs in a smithy? Look, it was an honest mistake on my part. The captain claimed to be a proper sailor and I took him at his word.
So the ship's captain sailed you to the wrong port.
I'm an artificer. If you ask me to recalibrate a dwarven power core, I'll ask you to what voltage. But determining where the captain made an error in his navigational calculations? You might as well ask me to charm the wings off a harpy.
I could charter a ship for you.
We're dungeon delvers, not paupers. Kirith and I won't accept charity, no matter how you present it to us. We'll earn our own way. Just find someone who's willing to hire us, and let us do some honest work.
Any idea who might be interested in hiring you?
My letter of introduction opens doors throughout Morrowind, but in this isolated hamlet, I inquired with a blacksmith, but he wanted brawn, not brains. There was also the angler, but we were unable to agree on terms.
There must be someone interested in your particular talents.
You'd think so, wouldn't you? The Anvil Repository has a reputation for serving its clients. Poorly. I offered my skills as a bookkeeper, but the proprietor rejected me. If she reconsiders, I'd make a valuable addition to her team.
Goodbye.
I usually see the tomb as half full, but even I was about to give up hope. Getting doors slammed in your face certainly took the air out of my sails. With your help, we can raise the gold we need to leave this wretched city and get to Sentinel.
What were you going to Hammerfell for?
We had a line on a new dwarven ruin. Well, not new, newly discovered. Anyway, it's near Tava's Blessing and it's entirely fresh and unexplored. If me and Raynor can get there before the grave robbers, imagine the amazing things that we'll find.
You want the dwarven relics for yourself?
What? No! We're dungeon delvers, not tomb raiders. My brother has a deep and abiding respect for the dwarves. He's obsessed with learning everything he can about their ancient technology. Me? I just love to explore old places. It's my calling.
Any suggestions on who might be interested in hiring you?
I tried to handle a shift at the local tavern, but the customers couldn't keep their sweaty paws to themselves. You can't blame me for breaking a few fingers. They were touching my body after all. That's when the innkeeper's wife fired me.
There must be somewhere you'd like to work.
I thought about helping the rowdy Gua, but the ship's captain is a cheat. What I really want to do is sing. I've serenaded in taverns from Deshan to Eastmarch. I even received a standing ovation in Orsinium. Unfortunately, Anvil has no taste.
Goodbye.
You look strong and sober. Want a job? The rowdy Gua skirted a hurricane off Kanathi's roost. Oddest thing, just came out of nowhere and we took some damage. I need someone who can hold a board and hammer a nail, preferably at the same time.
Thanks for the offer, but I've got a better idea. I know a dark elf carpenter who needs a job.
Really? Wait a moment. You're talking about Kirith, aren't you? She's the worst carpenter to ever heft a hammer, and that includes the drunk ones. I had to pay someone to fix what she repaired. She did more damage to my ship than the storm.
I'll pay you to hire her with enough extra to make it worth your while.
Let me get this straight. You're going to pay me to pay her? To fix my boat? That's crazy, and I know crazy. My first mate thinks he's a were-skeever. All right, send the Dark Elf to me. That's enough gold to redo her work and still make a profit.
I'll let Kirith know we reached an agreement.
An entire day's catch lost to the hungry sea. So many wasted fish. Jode punishes me for expecting a spoiled dark elf to perform the work of an honest Khajiit.
Spoiled Dark Elf? Are you talking about Raina Vanos?
Oh, you know the big-brained dark elf with claws as dull as dirt? The one whose idea of mending a net is to tie a knot and hope for the best? If you seek payment, you will find only disappointment. Raynor is no angler. He is a liar and a cheat.
If I compensate you and throw in something extra, will you hire Raina and pay him for his work?
Has this one misheard you? No, your gold does not lie. You want to pay me to pay Raynor to make my badly frayed nets even worse than they were before? You have been sniffing the mooncakes, yes? Very well. It's your gold. We have a deal.
I'll send Raina your way.
I could use a break.
You took your time. I was starting to get worried. But tell me, were you successful? Have you secured gainful employment for Kirith and myself?
I found jobs for both of you. You can start immediately.
Immediately? That seems rather sudden. Oh, very well. Kirith, did you hear? We can earn enough gold to continue our journey. It just required someone these depraved pirates could understand. Oh, I don't mean to imply that you're depraved, my friend.
I spoke to Shantin. He'll compensate you for the nets you mended and pay you to mend more.
Mending nets? I was hoping for something a bit more managerial. Beggars can't be choosers, though, I suppose. Thank you for securing this position. I welcome an opportunity to earn honest pay for honest work. I'll make you and the angler proud.
I'm certain you will.
All right, I'm ready to hear the news now. What kind of job did you sign me up for? Bodyguard? Spy for the Pact? Private chef for a visiting dignitary? Tell me, tell me, tell me!
The captain of the Rowdy Gua will pay you for patching her boat, as long as you finish the job.
Really? More carpentry? Well, it's not the profession I would have chosen, but I'll do whatever it takes us to get to Sentinel. Thanks for representing us. Raynor isn't very good at negotiations, and I've been told I have a bit of a temper.
Good luck with the job.
You did more for us than anyone in this wretched city. Raynor and I will do our jobs and complete our contracts. Then it's off to Hammerfell. There are ruins to explore, adventures to partake in. I'm all tingly with anticipation.
Goodbye.
Hey, nobody bored. Well, what have we here? You certainly don't look like one of those red sails extortionists that have been bleeding me dry.
The red sails have been shaking you down?
I can abide fees at an honest port, but Anvil presents a non-stop barrage of whatever the governor's lackeys feel like enforcing. Uneven gangplank fees, loose mooring taxes, barnacle inspection. You're not from around here, are you?
No, I'm not from Anvil.
Care to help me turn the tide on these crooks, then? I happen to know that their swindler of a dockmaster doesn't trust his gold to Anvil's banks. If you help me pay the fool out of his own pocket, you can keep the lion's share of the bounty.
I'm game. What's your plan?
I don't know precisely where Kamar hides his gold, but I do know the lazy oaf uses a few trusted lackeys to deliver deposits when he can't be bothered. They often dice on the docks. If you're convincing, I'm sure they'll reveal the location to you.
How did you find out about the dockmaster's stash?
Kamar's a braggart, and he drinks like a Nord. That's a combination for folly if ever there was one. He gave away his secret while trying to drink me under the table. I remember the exchange. He does not. Too bad for him, yes?
What is it? Another 20 then, unless that's too rich for you. Private game. Go beg somewhere else.
I need to speak with you about the dockmaster.
Spit it out, can't you see I'm busy?
I'm told you know where he keeps his hidden gold.
You've got some nerve, don't you? Coming onto our docks asking about Kamar's private affairs? You know who Kamar is? You know who I am? The Red Sail's own Anvil.
Will Kamar help you grow that dwindling pile of winnings? What's he really worth to you?
Ha! Not much, now that you mention it. Been running his deposits too long with nothing to show for it. Let me see your map. Yeah, there. You can find the stingy sod's gold there. Once you fleece him, maybe he'll use the bank like the rest of us.
Anyone asks, you never saw me.
That's 3 times, Gurg. Let me see those dice.
You never complain until your dice run cold.
Luck is like a guar pasture. You have to be careful where you step.
Yeah.
Next time, I'll wound more than just their pride. A moment, Kamar. I have a visitor. My friend, you've arrived at a bad time. I'm playing host to the King of Skeevers, and he hasn't the sense to know that he's outstayed his welcome.
I just wanted to see how negotiations were going.
Ha! Negotiations! Call it what it is. A ransom. Extortion. It would save us so much time if they just dropped the pretenses and robbed me. Good work. Let me pay this fool and get rid of him.
I'll leave you to your business then.
I'm tired of your
Take
complaining.
pride in your work, I always
Pay what
say.
you owe, or the Red Sails will seize this ship.
Fine. Take your ransom and choke on it.
There now. Was that so difficult?
Difficult is keeping my claws from ripping out your throat. I almost bit my tongue trying not to laugh. Kamar doesn't so much strut as slosh about like a half-filled water skin. He's completely oblivious to the misfortune that just visited him. It's too much.
Wasn't it a bit risky to threaten him like that?
It was what he expected of me. Being too quick to accept defeat may have aroused his suspicion. He seemed convinced, so he may not notice the theft for some time, let alone suspect us as the culprits.
I'll take my share now.
Here, that's most of what's left after I paid off that walking canker. Thanks to you, I might break even on this voyage. Enjoy your time in Anvil, friend. I hope to never see these despicable docks again. It'll be good to have the wind in my fur and the sea air in my nose again. I can't wait to set sail and put Anvil behind me.
Goodbye.
There must be some way to convince her. Stubborn girl. You've got one of those faces, don't you? Nowhere near as pious as seems proper for this part of the world. In that case, how'd you like to earn some honest gold for a little bit of dishonest work?
What do you have in mind?
Oh, just discrediting Grand Chanter Surus and his Society of the Dragon. They claim to be a religious order, but they're nothing more than a cult that loves Akatosh a bit too much. And anyone who questions their faith tends to disappear.
Why do you care about a cult?
I didn't until my sister Jocelyn joined them. She has no idea what Surus does to people. Take these notes and preach the word of Boethia around town. After the Grand Chanter arrests you for heresy, my sister will see how he treats you and leave.
If you think that will help, I'll go spread a little heresy about town.
Bring Boethia's word to the cult's initiates. If that doesn't get you noticed, nothing will. Once they detain you, we'll show my sister exactly how Surus treats those who disagree with him. As long as you don't wind up disappearing along the way.
How will me getting detained convince your sister to leave the Society of the Dragon?
Grand Chanter Surus isn't your typical Akatosh priest. He enjoys filling impressionable heads with religious nonsense, and he has a violent streak as long as Varen's wall. Rumors say that if he can't fill your head, he'll remove it. Literally.
Do you have a plan for how I escape after getting detained?
A plan? Yes, I have a plan. But let's not spoil the surprise. Just be ready for my signal and follow my lead. Now get out there and spread some heresy. I can't wait to see how the Society initiates Squirm.
How did your sister come to join a cult?
Who knows why a young woman in the prime of her life would throw away everything to take up with a bunch of religious fanatics. I suppose it had something to do with that job that went sideways when I had to kill Jocelyn's best friend.
You killed your sister's best friend.
I'm afraid I had no choice. A rival of mine hired him to kill us when we attended a meeting. I learned his true intentions too late to decline the invitation. I never let my enemies make the first move, so I ended him before he could end us.
So she left and joined the cult.
Jocelyn was mad at me, mad at him, mad at life in general. She decided that piracy wasn't for her. She wanted to serve a higher purpose. Unfortunately, this particular higher purpose is worse than piracy. It hides its killing behind religion.
Goodbye.
Akatosh bless you, outsider. What brings you to our humble town?
I've come to spread the word of true power, the word of Boethia. Let me tell you all about it.
I won't listen to the lies of a Daedra worshipper. I'll summon the Grand Chanter. He'll deal with you.
the Grand Sermonizer, called home to Akatosh before her time.
May Akatosh and the Divine smile upon you this day and all the days to come. If you're interested, I can tell you all about the Society of the Dragon.
Boethia proclaims that only fools, and worse than fools, pray to the divines.
How can you say such things? You monster!
Do not despair. Akatosh watches over us always. Lift your weary head and give praise.
Boethia cares for those whose hearts are full of purpose and whose lives are full of deeds.
How dare you utter such blasphemy in this holy city? The Grand Chanter shall hear of this.
Lord Akatosh, the dragon god of time, brings fire in the cold of night and light in the depths of darkness. There's room for you in the Society of the Dragon. All you have to do is say the word.
The word is Boethia. As in Boethia is better than Akatosh and the other divines combined.
That's enough blasphemy out of you for one day. The Grand Chanter wants to have a word with you. Your foul words have consequences, heretic. The Grand Chanter has ordered you to appear before him.
Is there a problem?
Problem? Yes, there is a problem. You're preaching Boethia's lies to the faithful initiates of the Society of the Dragon. The Grand Chanter won't stand for that, and neither will I. He orders you to appear before him in the Chamber of Penance.
Why does the Grand Chanter fear the words of Boethia?
The Grand Chanter fears nothing, least of all a pathetic Daedra who pales in comparison to the mighty dragon god. Now go see the Grand Chanter and face your judgment, or I'll gut you here and now.
Very well, let's go see the Grand Chanter.
Lieutenant, how has this heretic transgressed against the dragon god?
By spreading the word of Boethia to the initiates.
There is only one punishment for blasphemy. Behead them.
What? Isn't that a little extreme?
You dare question the will of Akatosh?
It doesn't say anything about beheadings in the Book of Akatosh.
Silence, Initiate. Lieutenant, deliver Akatosh's justice.
Is this the life you hoped for, Jocelyn?
Larissa! I should have known. I'm leaving.
I like the sound of that. Time to go. I appreciate you not slaughtering everyone in there. A holy bloodbath wouldn't have served us any better than you getting your head chopped off. Unfortunately, Jocelyn is as slippery as I am. She snuck away before we had a chance to talk.
So all this was for nothing?
Quite the opposite. Jocelyn fled with us, which means we gave her plenty to think about. I'd guess she's gone to one of the old Akatosh shrines along Varen's wall. Let's split up. If you find her first, politely ask her to wait for me to arrive.
I'll look for your sister at the old Akatosh shrines.
Remember, check the shrines along Varen's wall. And do try to keep the mayhem and slaughter to a minimum.
Well met, Pilgrim. Have you come to pray?
I'm looking for an initiate in the Society of the Dragon, a young woman with brown hair.
Best keep looking, then. I've been out here most of the day, but you're the first soul I've seen. So many in Kvatch have forgotten the old ways. They're all obsessed with their giant cathedral. They've forgotten how we used to worship. Shame that.
Goodbye.
Do you make a habit of accosting strangers at shrines of worship?
I'm looking for a woman with brown hair. She's part of the Society of the Dragon.
Those zealots are the worst thing to happen to Kvatch in 60 years, and I've lived through 8 wars and the corrupt reign of the Longhouse Emperors. If you're looking for more of their kind, inquire in Kvatch rather than bothering pious folk.
Goodbye.
I knew I would find you here, blasphemer! Die!
You're working for my sister, right? How did you find me? No, never mind. Just tell me if you're here to talk or to kill me.
Why would you think I'm here to kill you?
Oh, just those little things I noticed. Like that cold look in your eyes, or your rants about the splendor of Boethia. Isn't killing what a disciple of the warrior prince does best?
I'm just trying to help. Speaking of which...
Yeah, about that. I'm done with the Society of the Dragon. Turns out religion doesn't really agree with the women in my family. Especially not a crazy cult with a murderous priest for a leader.
How did you get drawn into the Grand Chanter's cult?
Now you're starting to really curl my spine. I could ask you the same. Just what were you doing spouting that Boethia nonsense in Kvatch? Are you some sort of Daedra out to prove a point? Are you Sheogorath?
No, just a friend.
That's a more honest answer than I expected. My sister sent you, didn't she? She just couldn't let me deal with this myself, could she? Oh. And oh look, there's Larissa now. What a surprise.
You should talk to her.
Jocelyn, could you be any more predictable?
My dear sister, I knew you'd find me. Are you here to kill me too?
My sister appears to be safe and sound. She's surprisingly calm, even if she's still mad about what I did to her friend. That's better than I expected. Thank you for your help. I couldn't have exposed Grand Chanter Surus's corruption without you.
Is there anything else I can do to help?
That's sweet, but you've already done more than enough. You helped me show my sister the truth about the Society of the Dragon. She's safe now, and our plan worked exactly as I'd hoped. I couldn't have saved Jocelyn without your help. Thank you.
No problem.
Every time you help me, someone winds up dead. Couldn't you let me deal with this myself?
I didn't like the way we left things, Jocelyn. And when I realized what the Grand Chanter was up to...
So my big sister sails in to rescue me. Again, tell me, how many did the Grand Chanter kill?
At least 3 people since I've been paying attention. I haven't been in town that long.
So you called in someone to help?
I know you're angry, but he really would have killed you, Jocelyn. I couldn't let that happen.
You don't have to worry about me anymore. I'm done with the Society, and I'm done with Kvatch. But I am not going with you.
Fair enough. But anytime you need me, I'll be there.
I know. Goodbye, sister.
There goes Jocelyn, off to who knows where to do who knows what until I have to go and pull her hair out of the fire again. Oh, I could use a drink. A strong drink. Why don't you meet me in Anvil, and we'll drink to our success?
You seem all right with your sister disappearing again.
That's what we do. She'll come back when she gets bored, or she needs something. She always does. Howler's a bit disappointed he didn't get more time with her, but he'll get over it. Nothing a few dozen mugs of ale won't cure.
Goodbye.
Decided to take me up on that offer of a drink? Good. I don't mind drinking alone, but I could use the company. Besides, Howler just gets mean when he's had a few mugs of ale. Well, this is awkward.
I suppose you're wondering, who is this beautiful masked woman, and what is she doing sneaking about Kvatch? The answer is as clear as that cute little nose on your face. I'm here to assassinate someone. We have that in common, if I'm not mistaken.
You think I'm an assassin?
Don't play coy with me. At least not about this. I know you're with the Dark Brotherhood. I'm not. But I'm no threat to you. My target is a corrupt noble of House Lalu. He fled Narcissus, caused something of a scandal. Care to give me a hand?
You want me to help you kill someone?
Well, this is your territory after all. I don't want to rankle your superiors by making a social blunder. You're new to the Brotherhood, right? Here's your chance to make a good impression. I'll kill my target, and you can take the credit.
All right, I'll help you complete your assassination.
Smashing! I do adore a cooperative accomplice. Besides, this will give us a chance to get to know each other better. You do want to get to know me better, don't you? After all, who wouldn't?
Do you have a plan?
I thought about entering the castle, but I have the kind of face everyone always remembers. Beautiful. So I was thinking you go inside, sneak into Dathus's room, and open the secret passage. Then I hop in and take care of business.
Tell me about your target.
Right to business? Oh, very well. Dathus Ilrum of House Lalu is one of those blood-sucking creatures that needs to be crushed beneath a heavy boot. He believed fleeing from Morrowind would put him out of reach, but here I am, contract and all.
What did he do to deserve death?
Seemed like bad form to spill all the gory details. Suffice it to say, he swindled some rather important clients and had the audacity to steal from House Lalu itself. The last straw was when he closed 2 orphanages to open a corner club.
Why do you need my help with this?
I don't. Not to deal with Dathus, but I do enjoy sleep. And that's hard to come by when the Brotherhood sends assassins in the night. Better they never see me. If it comes down to it, I'd hate to have to kill anyone without the proper paperwork.
Goodbye.
Well?
Wake, wake, my darling. You can sleep when you're dead, which will be sooner than you think.
What? Who are you? What are you doing in my room?
A better question would be, are you here to kill me?
Guards! Guards!
The answer, of course, is most definitely yes. And that saves me the trouble of alerting the castle's defenders. Do me a favor, hero, and make sure someone notices you on your way out.
What in oblivion were you thinking? Someone get the guard!
That went surprisingly well. It's amazing what can be accomplished when trusted associates collaborate to get a job done. House Lalu won't recover the gold he embezzled, but at least Dethus won't be tearing down any more orphanages.
Enjoying a nice beverage, I see.
And you should join me. I find that a warm fire, a strong drink, and a hot bath, not necessarily in that order, help me unwind after a contract. Besides, this is Kvatch. You can pray, or you can pray, or you can drink. I prefer the latter.
Did anyone see you leave the castle?
Not a one, hero, but they saw you. Those striking features will be the talk of Kvatch for the next few days. I'd avoid the guards if I were you. Our plan worked flawlessly. Now I won't have to look over my shoulder for the Brotherhood. Thank you.
What's next for you?
Back to Morrowind, I suppose. Or maybe I'll stick around the Gold Coast for a while, see the sights, take in the ambiance. If you have some free time, hero, let's get together. Work on our mutual cooperation. Who knows, you might even enjoy it.
Goodbye.